Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, leading up to the season finale of Season 1. We're going to talk about the Echelon briefing and some of the information that we may learn in the finale. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion video. This one, we're going to be discussing the finale of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. We're going to talk about the Echelon briefing and the extra info that we're going to be learning in this finale. So, this finale is very exciting. We're getting really close now to the wrap-up of Ones Who Live. I'm very excited to see how it plays out and how they wrap this whole thing up, which I do not believe that they're going to be wrapping anything up in terms of the show, because I do believe that there's going to be a second season, as I've said many times. But what do I think we're going to get in this finale in terms of the Echelon briefing and that type of thing? Now, in terms of this is going to be really exciting because we're finally going to get the answers we need on why CRM does what they do and what it's, all fully about. Now, in terms of that, I think we're definitely going to get a lot of mind-bending stuff. I feel like this episode is really going to change our perspective on this show. From what Scott Gimple have said, it really does just feel like it's going to shift your view on The Walking Dead in general. Which, like I said, that definitely means we're getting something. I don't know what it is in what context, but we're definitely getting something related to the virus and why CRM is doing what they're doing. Now, you guys know my prediction. I think Beale's responsible for the outbreak. I've said that from the very get-go. I feel like that's the reason why this group is so powerful and why they're doing all this stuff and why they're testing on walkers back in The World Beyond and why they had them testing on walkers in the way that they were to try to, change things in that kind of way. CRM, I definitely, the screwed up thing about CRM, and I actually think Jadis had something real in this episode in terms of dialogue. I think that in terms of, her telling Gabe that the group is doing things for the greater good, I think they are. I just think they're doing it in a really horrible way. And I feel like they're sacrificing others in order for their mission to be accomplished. And it's a really fucked up way to look at it, but I do think that's what this is all about, is that they're sacrificing others so that their mission ultimately can be accomplished, which is a screwed up thing to do. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think CRM, by the time that this episode's done, is going to look 100% crazy. I feel like they're going to let people really get into their mindset in this episode, and that's also going to really fuck with the fans' heads, And again, it's going to take some really tight writing to do that, but I feel like they can do it. And I do feel like this episode will be that. I feel like the Echelon briefing is going to be one of those type of moments where it's going to be like, okay, what they're doing, is it really all that bad? Shit, man. Like, honestly, but, they went about it in a really horrible way. It's going to be one of those type of moments, which, again, I'm very curious on. The biggest thing I'm saying here is that Rick and Michonne are not going to be able to change this place within one episode. I do, however, think that they will take out a lot of the higher-ups like they were mentioning before. I think that Rick will take out a huge squad of the Red Soldiers. I feel like that is something that could happen. But that's the thing, is that I don't think we have enough time to get Rick and Michonne out of here by the end of this episode. I feel like there's going to be a follow-up to this story. There's going to be a season 2. There's going to be more to this, this story, and this finale is really just the setup for what's about to happen, With the CRM, we're going to get the full understanding of what they do, what they're all about, which again is really good because we need to get that information. We've been waiting a while to find out exactly why they do what they do and why their security is the way the way it is. And I think this episode's finally going to kind of give us the answers that we've been looking for the entire time, which I'm very excited to see. Now, again, in terms of this episode, in terms of what I can kind of predict going into it, I don't really think this is going to be one of those times where we're going to have a happy ending. I don't. I think that the Echelon briefing will be big, yes, but I don't think we're going to have a happy ending. I feel like Rick and Michonne, or at least one of them, is going to get stuck here, Whether it's Rick that gets out and goes back, or it's Michonne that gets out and, Rick is stuck. I feel like one of these two are going to get separated at some point in this episode, and it's going to get really messy. It's going to get really messy, and that's what's going to set up for season 2, is that now we're going to have somebody that has to go back to Alexandria while the other one is still caught inside of the facility. I feel like that's what it's going to be. I would prefer if Rick got out and Michonne was stuck there, because I feel like it would, it would be a little bit less of a rinse and repeat, if you get what I'm saying. But It could go the other way as well, too. Something like that is where I feel like this episode is going to kind of end. It's going to make people want a second season, you know? Because I've said this before, this show is the ultimate test, at least in my opinion, if the fans still give a shit about Rick and Michonne after all this time. And based off the numbers and based off the ratings, we absolutely do. You know, you don't have to convince me twice, you know. And I feel like that's why they said 6-episode limited event. They still shouldn't have lied to us. I disagree with that idea of marketing, but I feel like that's why they did that. So we'll have to see. It's really intense, though. I'm really excited for this finale. I'm excited to see what they got for us. We only got, you know, a little bit more to go, just, you know, this week, and then we'll be done. Then Once We Live will be over, and then we could do an overall season review. We're going to rank all the episodes. We're going to look back on it and the season that it was, and really just, you know, kind of go in depth. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys excited for the finale? Are you guys excited to see the Echelon briefing and all the stuff in between involved? How do you think the season is going to end, and how do you think this is all going to pan out by the time this season wraps up? So anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos of The Walking Dead universe. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead franchise. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.